Hello again. Um, yeah, recently I got sent a few more of the problems which were on the UKMT because I didn't remember all of them. But I do remember this one. Um, well, I assume I have. I think if I do have this question wrong, just tell me. But I think this is right. Anyway, I'll just get into it. So, given that the inner circle, so this one, has radius 1, and all the 14 segments, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that's including the inner ones, have the same area, what's the value of x? So, this distance here. Now, well, when I first saw this question, my instant thought was, well, if this is just here to throw you off essentially, because when you think about it, if you draw another line that's the same distance of 2, because 1 is the radius, so it's the same distance of 2, same if I drew it here, same if I drew it here, so if I rotated this a bit more, so like down this way, we would obviously get a line which connects to x. So, and that will essentially complete the diameter of the larger circle. So, what we can say is, if we have the larger circle here, well, let's not draw it, okay. So we'll just say large circle. I can't write for the life of me. Large circle. And that has large circle D, we'll just put for the diameter. Large circle D has a diameter of, if we think about it, this is x, this is also x. The radius is 1, therefore the diameter of the inner circle is 2. So the diameter of the full thing is 2 plus 2x. But obviously we want to know, we're already given that the area of all of it is the same. So obviously to work out area we need pi r squared, so we can just write the radius down. So radius, that is 1 plus x, so we'll keep that there. And then the other thing we need to see is that because all these are the same, and we know the radius of the inner circle, we can just work out the area of one of these segments and then multiply by 14. And if we do some quick maths, pi times 1 squared, because that's the radius, we get pi, and then the quarter circle, that's just equal to pi over 4. And because we have 14 of them, we have 14 over 4 pi as the total area. So, what can we say? We can say that this, so we know the radius of the larger circle, we can say that, well, using pi r squared again, 1 plus x squared pi, because pi r squared, that is equal to 14 over 4 pi, because the area of this whole circle is just equal to the combined total of the 14 segments. And now we can just divide by pi, and then expand this, so we get x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 14 over 4, and then we rearrange obviously to get your regular old quadratic, so we get x squared plus 2x, that's minus 10 over 4, and obviously these numbers are nice. What I did was I just multiplied this by 4, so I get a few nicer numbers. Minus 10. Now, obviously, well, when you try to factorize this, it doesn't actually factorize nicely, so we can just use the quadratic formula. So, minus 8 plus or minus, so what would that be, 64 minus 160, so we'd get plus 160, and then divide that by 8. and that just simplifies to minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 224 over 8, I think. Now, this obviously, you'll need to try simplify this, because I think in the answers they gave, this obviously wasn't an answer, and also considering you've got two 8s here, I'm assuming this will also either give you a multiple of 8 or a multiple of 4. So what I did was, well, I just kind of tested with square numbers and found out that 16 works. I'll just write that down. So what we can, because this is just 16 times 14, 224. So we can just rewrite this as so minus 8 plus or minus the square root. Let me rewrite that. 16 times 14 over 8. We obviously know the square root of 16, which is 4. So we can say minus 8 plus or minus 4 root 14. Now we can just divide by 4. So we get minus 2 plus or minus root 14 over 2. Now, obviously it wants the value of x, but we also need to check, well, we obviously need x to be positive. So, if we think about it, root 14, is that bigger than minus 2? Yes. So if we obviously subtracted, then it would give us a negative answer. So our answer must be positive, or like the plus. So the final answer should be minus 2 plus root 14 over 2. And that should be what x is equal to. Yeah. Please do let me know if I have got this question like completely wrong. Meaning that I've misunderstood the question, or forgotten what the question was, or I've made a mistake, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct answer. Thanks for watching.